Welcome to this week's episode of Tell You What Podcast with me, Talal Jomar. I'm my co-host, Sean Aleavey. We're at episode 11. It's heaven. It's Vardy. Remember Jimmy Vardy scored?
Yeah. It's heaven. It's heaven.
Oh, just let me that clock keeps ticking like a metronome in my
Will there ever be such a great sporting achievement as Jamie Vardy's 11? And I'll argue that one about
it. I actually remember it's one of those moments in time I remember what I was doing.
What were you doing?
I was putting up my Christmas tree that year, and that game was on in the background. And I just remember being like, Vardy's going to score here. And he did. Yeah. And it was against United, which made it even better. And I was like, yes.
Do you know the only thing about it? So, Julia, like people always say about sporting times, it's like, well, who were they actually playing against? Or who was the person setting the boundaries? So, like, people always argue in baseball, Babe Ruth, like the standard back then, people would smoke and there weren't real athletes and all this here.
Yeah.
Jamie Vardy is the standard for that. You'll go, Jamie Vardy was one of the greatest Premier League strikers ever. And then you watch the highlight reels where he's taking the fucking snus in his gums and fucking chewing fucking everything and drinking Red Bulls. And you're going, this wasn't a real league. This wasn't professional back then. I goes, that way he was on. Yeah.
I'm the Vardy of the podcast here.
Yeah. It's 11. It's heaven for Talal Jomar. His 11th Red Bull today.
You know what? I'm off my holidays tomorrow, so
you
know what? Well, not really. I'm going to Brighton for work, but
no way.
It's holiday, like
all paid for. You don't need to worry about anything.
Yeah. So, but my flight's at so I fly out at like 6:30 tomorrow. Land in Brighton
in the morning.
No, evening.
Oh, right.
So, having get them hotel now, I'll probably be 9, and then work Thursday, and then I'm currently trying to get a gig that night. So
number in Brighton.
Trying to get a wee gig in Brighton, you know.
Is it in the works, or are you just hoping to walk?
No, I've messaged the guy. He's to come back to me. There was a gig on the Wednesday night that Dubai had said yes, but it starts at 8:30. But he was going up. I'll not be. My flight lands at 8, and he's like, "Nah, I'll be too tight for time."
Yeah, fair enough. Just lie. Why do you tell everyone the truth about everything? You're an awful man. Why don't you just go, my flight lands at 5 o'clock. I'll be there in plenty of time.
Imagine. I just don't like to let people down, Sean, you know. You
let me down in the RE Comic Club the other week, but sure, we'll say nothing.
You still got up and done.
Oh, fuck yeah. Now that I've brought that up, we had our second one of those, the Friday night sessions.
Yes.
See women. Oh, my God. What I've realized, right, there's a lot of learnings I've been trying to do with myself, not working and all, and what I've realized is I just can't juggle too many things. I get a wee bit overstimulated and I can't process. So what I did was I was like, Dashin, you do the door, you check everyone in, and then I'll just MC and sort of do that wee bit. That's fine. And she scanned the tickets in, and there's 3 women came up the stairs all in their 30s, and I mean steaming. This gig starts at 7 o'clock on a Friday. I was like, what the fuck? So anyway, gig starts. I clocked them being like, they're steaming. Didn't even get like the welcome and whatever. And they're like, roast the fuck out of her. I was just like, oh my God, right. Right. And I was like, sorry, I was like, oh, fuck you, straight out. What do you do for work? And they're all just like, she's a horse riding. She loves riding and all. I'm like, what's your name? Like, Jemima. Her name's Jemima. I do laugh and just talking shit. Like,
them thinking they're doing a 10 out of 10 set. Like, this is fucking horrible.
Brutal. And then the whole first half, when they were spoken to, they were sort of giving a wee bit back, and they were being like a bit annoying, but all right. But then they would keep doing it during the acts. And by the second half, I was like, look, I'm going to have to end up putting them out here. But I was like, I'll give them one more chance. I'll go back on stage and I'll say, like, guys, just that you know, there's no heckling. If anyone else heckles this half, he's will be put out. And I sort of directed at them. And one of the girls shouted something out. And I goes, look, you really just need to fuck up. Now, like, the dam that came out here, and I was just like, you need to fuck up. I've had enough. And one of them just went, and when someone goes, you're just being nasty now. And I was just like, no, don't you dare. Flip this at me. Don't you dare. And I laughed. He goes, don't you dare, and you're fucking suit wearing fucking lesbian fucking just went in. And I said, she's like, I'm leaving then. And I goes, good, get the fuck out. So she got out, but her 2 mates sat and waited. I was like, look, these are more like, look, we'll kick things off on the wrong foot here, but if you want to stay, if you're going to behave, but if not, you're more than welcome to leave. So they stayed for a few minutes. I brought Bunny Martinez on, who was our comedian of the month. He said about 2 words. They got up and walked out. And as they were walking out, this other woman was sitting in the crowd, and she was like, all right, cheerio, see you later. And the woman just goes, you're just fucking jealous. And I go, what is happening? So they walked out anyway, and everyone cheered and called them cunts on their way out. So they were being dickheads, but oh my god, what a stress! Like
women, am I right?
Yes. Talal, I'd actually say I don't agree with you on that. Not all women like that.
You know,
No, just showing you something not drunk, and you're just going, this isn't good for anybody.
Yeah, stressful.
So
Don't need that on a Friday. You don't need that stress on Friday. You know what I mean?
it was. Do you know, the way I have that gig set up, it's from 7 to half 8, hour and a half, and it was the most stressful hour and a half of comedy I've ever had in my fucking life. It was insane. But apart from that, great night. All the rest of the audience around, I'll have to say, fucking lovely. Everyone came in the Maddens last Friday night. You were a lovely, lovely bunch. So thank you very much for putting up with some of the lunatics. But we got through it together, which was good.
Happy days. Yeah, that's what it's all about. Getting through it. As long as at the end of it all after a day, because sometimes like immediately after something, I got to be going, why am I doing this? This is a nightmare. Fuck this shit.
Yeah.
Once it does settle, you go, you know what? It's not the end of the world. Sorry.
Yeah. The world's this one. I'm not gonna lie, I did hide upstairs for about half an hour after the gig in fear of them when we were down there waiting on me. I was suffering, like they would bother me like.
Did you ever see the meme of the fox sitting at the edge of the bed?
Yeah.
That's like a picture. Just going, this is not good. This is not what I need right now. But
because I haven't really drinking either, so I had a few drinks at the gig too, and I was just like, oh, this is just giving me the fear. This is not a deal. This is the thing here, because like not everyone seeing stand-up world, like generally at a gig, you never just have like what the rest of the world have, where there's a promoter, an MC, a fucking runner. Like you end up having to do like a few different jobs when you're running gigs, which I don't think people realize.
And it's even like I'm trying to get mine. I can't say too much about it at the minute, but I'm trying to get my own comedy club nights sort of going, and it is. I'm almost at the stage of going, you know what? I don't care. You don't want it.
Yeah.
Because you're just sort of going, right, you want the first night to go really well. You're trying to get like a top act, and it's just so hard, and you're trying to get a night and that suits, and I don't know. So it is. That's why I'm like, how does Sean do it?
Yeah.
Why does he do it?
I don't. You know what? That's happened to me this week, because the open mic was on there as we're recording this tonight, and I was just like, I'm not going. Don't want to go. I don't like it. You can't make me go. The Champions League's back. I can sit and fucking watch that.
That's right. The Champions League back Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Don't like it.
like
Tuesday, Wednesday nights was always on. So I'm kind of going like, I'm sort of a bit annoyed because I'll be in Brighton.
Yeah.
When the Champions League's on, like, so I'm hoping there's a bar to show the football. It's bound to be like somewhere, Brighton.
Yeah. What's your opinion on the Champions League? Do you think, because this stage is like, it's not like pinnacle of football. Do you know what I mean? The Champions League, until it gets to like the last wee stages, like the group stage and all are kind of a bit meh.
I disagree. I think that the group stages is like, if you make it to the Champions League group stages, you've done really well. I don't think there's any easy games in it. Like, I think it's like you can have an easier time in the Champions League, so to speak. It's not like the Europa League where you're playing against boys who've been out fucking working all day. You know what I mean? That's boys who work for a living. So, but to me, it's just like, but I think the new format is basically just them going, here, tell you what, this is how the European Super League's going to go. And I think that's fancy what football's going to go. Look at it's going to go, here's the richest teams from England will play the richest teams in Spain. I think that's just how it's going to go. Like.
Yeah, I think so as well. Joe, what I hate though, because like I love like a good like underdog story, and you're just never going to get that anymore in sports in general, with the way the leagues are set up and stuff like that. Like, who's a good example of like an underdog story?
Leicester.
Yeah, like, but even that, like, they were in the Premier League. I know you have to be in the Premier League, but do you know what I'm saying? You're never going to get like. Do you ever see these like? I used to follow like Call of Duty tournaments and stuff like that, and you'd have like the open bracket qualifiers, and these just group of lads would come in and fucking run through the competition against pro teams, and it was unreal.
So what do you call him, Luke Littler?
Yes. So, prime example.
Or even this is quite niche. This was 2001. I'm gonna go out in the limb here. 2001. Goran Ivanisevic, tennis player.
Right.
He was a wild card in Wimbledon.
Yeah.
2001. he won Wimbledon, and I was so because I remember like watching like Tim Hanman, fucking God love him, God love him. I think about Tim Hanman three times a day.
He's
Just-
your Roman Empire.
God love him. He just couldn't get it over. He just couldn't do it. He just was so close, and he played him in the semi final. No, the semi final. So it'd have been like, right, Tim. This guy's a wild card. He has struggled past everybody, and Tim Hanman just lost it on the. He just you might beat him well, like. It's just like.
That must be so sickening. That boy Tim Hanman, did he go on to like win anything, or was that like him?
He never won Wimbledon, and he was like, whenever he came through, like you've heard of Hanman Hill.
Yeah.
So they named that hill after him. That's now Murray Mound, but he was the great hope. He was the British because I had won one from Fred Perry, I think, from the 50s or
Fred
something.
Perry, the brand, is a tennis player.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
Skinny fucking.
Yeah.
I don't like
Yeah.
Skinny. And what was he like? Was he like that? Was he a bit schmicky, or was he like?
Well, he was
put together tennis guy.
It's the 50s. That's mix exists in the 50s. Who knows?
No.
So there hadn't been one to win for ages, and then Hanman was like this was the guy, like
right.
the British Association pumped so much money in them. The media loved him. He was just a regular dude, and he just couldn't do it. But I also feel sorry for him because he was he was sort of at his prime whenever Pete Sampras, Andre Agassi, like Andy Roddick. You're talking some of the greatest tennis players of all time, and he just every time in Wimbledon he got the wrong side of the draw. So Wimbledon, there's always somebody gets the wrong side of the draw, which means you get all the big guns.
Yeah.
And that year he got the good side of the draw. They were like, right, this is the time. Cruised through the tournament. They got semi-final. Played your boy Goran Ivanisevic. And like Goran Ivanisevic was just like, I think it's an interview from Florence. Like, I'm just glad to be here. I'm just glad to be.
Yeah.
He goes, like, I've made enough money from this tournament just so I can afford to play tennis next year. And he got beat. Oh, come on, Tim. I remember watching it. I was like, oh, Tim. And then like, I remember whenever Murray won Wimbledon, then he was the first British player to win it. And you could just see in Tim Hanman's face, like, oh, fuck, that should have been me. Like, he should have been, fucking God. Tim, if you're listening, I'm still your fan. Don't worry.
We should get him on the podcast. That'll be just the final nail in his coffin. Well, I come on to tell you what. And then we're like, actually, no, it's all right. We've got Ivan Glukenbeck coming on. It's all right. He's kept you to the post here.
Tim Hanman rants.
Yeah. I hate the fucking Eastern Europeans just read on the Wimbledon draw. But see, go back to that Fred Perry thing. Like, I would be raging if I had a clothing brand out and it fucking got picked up. Like, I'd be happy it was selling. Don't get me wrong, but like, do they have your target audience? Do they like say for Nike example, Nike released all that sort of Nike tech stuff, like with the luminous colors and all, and just got picked up by fucking schmicks with and wore like Nike 95s. I'd be taking Nike HQ somewhere. They're just going, how do we get these boys to stop wearing this, or to just cancel the clothing range?
You know what it is, and they keep putting the prices. That's why I think they're putting the price up. Going, come on, man. There's no way they're affording this. There's no way they're affording a £200 tracksuit.
They're not going to pay £200 for this highlighter color fucking shit, and someone's going, mate, that's awesome.
But they forget that they're banning it with a 5-figure discount. You know what I mean? They're going, it's like the brand North Face.
Yeah. So
North Face has been around for years, but it was worn by dads in their 60s or people who went hiking.
Yeah.
And now Smicks run about it.
Yeah.
Like,
North Face is actually like, do you ever watch like the documentaries on the Sherpas and all the climb like Mount Everest and all that? They are head to toe in North Face. That is elite gear. That's what I'm saying.
It's proper hill climbing gear. Like
you're wearing it to Victoria Square when it's 15 degrees outside. It's not the same.
It's like, this is why, and I know people are not going to like this, right? but I can not that I agree with it, but I understand why clothing brands like. Do you remember Hollister?
Yep.
There was never nothing in the shop that fitted me.
Ah, right. Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
They wanted people who looked like they just surfed a 30-foot wave.
Yeah. That was
They
like
don't
the pinnacle of life. Like, see if you like got a job, like there's a stage for maybe when I was like 10, 12, no, maybe like 13. If you knew someone that was getting a job in Hollister, they were just like, that's it. Life couldn't get any better than that.
That's the equivalent now. Like 15 years ago, I'm going to say, well, maybe a bit more. Having a job in Hollister is like up to girl and going, I have 30 bitcoins.
Yeah.
That's you're guaranteed going to pull. Like it's like, this is, you know what I mean? I work in Hollister. It doesn't matter. You're getting paid £6 an hour. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
They just wanted to tell all their friends. My fella he works in Hollister.
Yeah, there's like a weird. That can't be legal. Do them fucking weird places like there and like Hooters and all, where like you're literally only getting like hired for one thing.
I would think now in this day and age it's all changed. Like I think if you go to Hooters now, you've all shapes and sizes in, which is right. But
I would love because do you know what I love about that though? Because obviously when it's like when HR meets tradition, it's kind of like they're sitting down and they're going, right, well we can't just employ people because they've got big breasts here in Hooters, and somebody's going, why not? You tell me why. You say, look at the numbers on that board and tell me why not.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this right now, right? I was at the biggest stone show, not stoned, stone show,
right.
As in stones you find in the fucking road, stones. In the world in July, June, sorry, right? And there was a few stands who had very attractive women on them.
Some big boulders.
I can rhyme you off what they sold, what they did, right? Right? There's other stands who had big, massive, like big structural, and they've spent hundreds of thousands of pounds on this stand to get this stand in prime locations. Asked me the name of it, couldn't tell you.
Yeah.
Call me traditional, Sean, but Saxal. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care what anybody says.
Well, it's that now, or else they either go for the opposite, and this won't go down well either. Like this, what I'm about to say won't go down well at all here. But like, I feel like they either try and do that to you, right, in marketing, where they're like, right, we'll put something really sexy here so you remember forever, or put something so shocking here that you'll remember it. So usually you see like them Nike ads now that have like the plus size models and stuff like that. Yeah. And if it's the first time you've seen it, you're never going to forget it. But I think it like loses like impact, obviously, the more you see of that going around.
But it's not even it's like people like what they like. It's like a woman. If there was somebody who, like, say for the stand I was working on, if I had a 6-pack and was built like a shit house, if I was standing there in like jean shorts with nothing else on, the women would be coming over going, oh my god, look at him. You know what I
mean? Yeah. Did you see your man
so just
stand there? Like,
you know what I mean? Whereas I was standing with my shirt off going, holy fuck. The shape of that.
Stay away from that. That's a mess.
Jesus. But it is, it's true. It's just like sex sells. Like, that's it. There's no, you can't get away from it. You know what I mean? It's like smoking. Right? If Billie Eilish or somebody like that started smoking again, people would start smoking. They don't care if it's dangerous or not. I used to smoke, so I used to buy a packet, and you'd see the horrendous damage it does to your body. You didn't care.
Yeah.
You didn't care.
Well, it's like, I think it's if the product is good enough, it'll always sell. So, for example, this is a bad example, but like meth must be unreal, right? Because the fucking shape of people doing it, and people still want to sign up and do. Do you know what I mean? Now, there's nothing sexy about meth, but it must be fucking class.
Yes.
If people are queuing up to do it, don't do drugs, kids.
Don't do drugs.
But I get what you mean. Yeah, either the product has to be unbelievable, or you need obviously that's what marketing, isn't it? We need that's what we need. We need more sexy on this podcast. And look, all I'm saying is 50% of the podcast is trying.
Between the two of us, we're a 10. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I guess
we're 5 and 5. We're 5 and 5.
I don't know about that.
We'll go into some local news.
Yes.
Local news. What's been going on this week? I actually wanted to, just while we were talking on like the two numbers adding up to 10 there. So we talked on last week the 13 billion the Irish government were getting back from Apple, right? And you jokingly said they should buy back the Occupied 6.
Yes.
As it's called. But it got me thinking, right? Say it was going to cost 13 billion to buy back the Occupied 6.
Yeah.
But each county isn't going to have the same value.
Yeah.
Which do you think would be, like, let's rank the 6 counties. What do you think would be the most expensive county and then the cheapest one to buy?
Right. Well, I'm going to say Tyrone's going to be the most expensive.
Oh, no, not a hope.
Armagh. Oh no, fuck Armagh be near the bottom.
Let's go to the bottom. The bottom's either Fermanagh or Calvin. That's their two at the bottom, like 100%.
Calvin's bottom. That's Calvin.
It's Calvin at the bottom. Fermanagh next.
Yes. Sorry, Antrim will be top.
Antrim for Belfast.
Antrim from Belfast and Portrush.
Good point.
Yes, there you go. Then, yeah, that's it. Tyrone Armagh.
What about Down?
Oh, Down.
Down's good value. Like, we just hosted the Irish Open there.
Sorry, Portrush isn't County Down, isn't it?
No, are you mental?
Here.
Portrush is the North Coast. Antrim.
I have zero geography skills, Sean. It's
the smallest map in the world.
I have no idea. Right, you can tell him a foreigner. I have no idea. Here, once I leave Mecca, I'm lost.
Yeah. You're just, the only reason we do the podcast with you facing this way is that's where Mecca is. That's the only.
Yeah. So, hold on now. Sorry, Antrim down.
Valuable. Yeah,
Antrim down. Tyrone?
Yeah, Tyrone. Armagh.
But why Tyrone? No, that's the thing. I have to have a good reason for Tyrone. Like,
I don't really have one. I just kind of.
Nah.
I'm not gonna lie. Potty made a great point about Tyrone. The women of Tyrone are worth the stock. The men, I'm not gonna lie, don't bring much to the table apart from cash.
So we'll go Tyrone, Armagh,
Zach sells. That's why Tyrone's there.
Armagh, apple cider.
Yep, Armagh's got a lot of good going on. And then
it's also lurking in Armagh, like, so what?
That's
a massive stain.
If there's a way we can work a deal, we're going to leave Lurgan out of the whole equation. That would be great.
To be fair, I think Lurgan would love to be its own independent country. To be fair, run by Sean Haggerty, of course. I will definitely. Calvin's definitely last.
Calvin's. No, Kingspan comes from Calvin. Loads of bread and whatever the fuck else. Joe Kingspan does loads of stuff.
Yeah.
It does bread. It does like cement.
They do like plastic fuel tanks and stuff too.
That's the most Irish company ever. What do you do? Well, what do we not do? I tell you.
Imagine they're like when they've started they're making bread. Somebody goes, "Hey, you know what? I need a plastic fuel tank." And everybody goes, "Sorry, we just make bread." And that's not what I asked you.
That's like if I started a business. That's like, Sean, will you see Are We Comedy Club in 10 years' time? Are we fucking holidays? Are we everything? I take it to the moon.
Like,
are we holidays?
I think if you could get somebody, if RE Comic Clubs get to the point where you could employ someone as in like to do the run of it, you would definitely be like outside with like 40 sunglasses down your arm. You'd be like selling cheap jerseys and all.
I'd be the lucky hereby.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, right? This is how much of a fucking idiot I am. I see them boys, you on holidays, that come down with the sunglasses and whatever when you're on holidays.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I get my head in like I could outsell them. I would love that to be like a TV challenge. I go out, you fly me out, and I try and outsell the lucky men. Like, put me in like that job. Put me in like the toilets of like a music venue, and then me and him have to see who can get more tips. I think I'd be class at that.
You'd rule the roost.
And also, I'm not gonna lie, it would be a bad look for me though. White man trying to like outdo the black guys. Wouldn't be a great look, but I'd be up for the challenge.
No, definitely not. There you go. There's the 6 counties ranked.
That's our 13 billion spent. I was going to touch on Caseman Park. All I have to say about Caseman Park is these are all a disgrace. That's the height of my comments there. Yeah, get her fucking built by. And then the other thing I wanted to talk on, and you didn't seem to know much about this, Eamon Holmes as a new chick on the go.
Fair play to him. So I thought he was like ill. I thought he was sick.
But the photos I seen were like he's outside a plane being pushed in like through the wheelchair for planes, like the accessible thing. But it's just some like young doll, like she must be 30s, 40s or something like that. But he doesn't look well at all. Like
no, so that's why he thought he was like he can't be. No way he's still in the game. Like no way he's still.
Yeah.
But then sure here, without Stephen Hawking was out of the game, he was at it.
Yeah. There's always someone getting under the hammer. You know what I mean?
There's a will, there's a way. You know what I mean? It's just man, go on, Holmesy. Fair play.
I just love how like any celebrity can like get divorced or whatever, and they just always pop up as like young person. It's like
I know.
Infinite. It's like the infinite women glitch. Just be famous.
But to me, it's like how can you not be embarrassed? If that makes like
I know what you mean, because it's such a cliche.
Right, Cher's probably a bad example, right? But Cher's what 70? Say Dame Judi Dench. What age is she? 95, right?
Yeah,
Imagine I goes by, he's never fucking going out with Dame Judi Dench.
Oh, wait, you're saying the person going with them should be embarrassed?
Yeah.
No, that's the person I have respect for.
No,
they're playing the game.
I know exactly. So, but like you going to that, you're only after the money, and I'm like here.
Yeah.
Nah.
I could sit this out for I don't know. I would love to like meet the people, because it's not always just women, by the way. It's like fucking like guys who go with these like older women too and stuff like that. And I'd love to go like what do they want you to do? Like what are you at? Like do you have to do all these weird sexual things and all? It probably wouldn't be. She just wants me to make her goujons, beans and chips, and happy as Larry. Like that's the PDM at Holmes' heart, I presume.
Yeah, I would say that. Yeah, just bam a good soda fart every Sunday, and that's it. Eamon Holmes is your man. Record his tenders for him. He's happy.
Yeah. Get that on the sky there. Right, Talal's weekly rants. Let's get into those.
This is going to be quite controversial, right?
Oh, fuck's sake.
So here's the thing. Okay. What do you? Oh, I've got the invite. What do you call the? Do you know when somebody's trying to raise money for charity and there's a website you put up and people donate money to? GoFundMe.
Oh, right? No. Oh, no.
GoFundMe should be removed. Right? Tell you why. This really made me angry, right?
Okay.
So I've had a bit of a shit time recently when it comes to cars and stuff and different things, right? So I would love to put up a GoFundMe page, right? But I'd probably get £3 out of it, right?
Right.
And that's me just going here. Get well soon. Now somebody who doesn't even read it, but no, he must be in trouble. Because there's £3. There's a chicken from the Moy called Lizzie the Chicken. Has got over $4,000 in a GoFundMe account. This is legit. Legit, right?
Yeah.
A chicken. People need their fucking. It's like
what is the chicken? Why are people sending money to the chicken? What am I missing here?
Right, probably should have been in the picture. So, Mayhem the Moy at the weekend. Very famous chicken company, Laurie. I'm not gonna say any of it in case
Based out of the Moy, is it?
Yes. And what do you do when you pull up somewhere and you turn your car into a?
Yep.
Yeah. So was going down a street in the Moy, and it caught fire with a whole load of chickens in it.
Right.
This chicken, one of the chickens managed to escape. Lock of burns. It'll be fine. Bit of aloe vera, sweet cream.
Yeah.
Be fine. $4,000. The chicken's got somebody created a GoFundMe page for a chicken.
What the fuck? To like Wait, but what happened to the rest of the chickens? They're obviously like just chicken nuggets or fucking.
Some of them it was mayhem because the chickens were breaking out of the cages because we were melting, and there was literally chickens on fire running about the streets of the mine.
Here, do you know what I say about this? Them going on fire in a cage is probably more humane than the fucking actual way they get murdered.
They were on the way to the slaughterhouse, right?
Yeah.
But they were
coming out the middleman here.
So my rant is fucking GoFundMe, right? Should only be used for serious. Hopefully, there's no animal lovers here, right?
Yeah.
And I'm a dog lover, right? I do like animals, but a fucking chicken. Come on.
But I don't understand why the reason. What's wrong with the chicken? They're like trying to get it rehabbed or like fucking.
I don't know.
What is wrong with it?
So it's somebody's took this chicken in. Somebody has took this chicken in, and it's gonna cost me $4,000, or it's gonna cost me money to get this chicken rehabbed.
No, there's no way.
But my rant isn't at the person or the chicken. My rant's at the people who've donated, going fucking wise up.
Yeah.
Give me 20 quid. Give me. I need 20 quid. Give me. Or there's people who are homeless. Give them the money. It's like a chicken.
That is absolutely. I would have loved to have seen that thing though, like the just truck and fire, chickens running around everywhere, half on fire.
I'll send you the video.
Yeah, please do. Yeah. I've actually lost my words.
So this happened, right? So this happened, but this is leading on to my second rant, right? And it is, why when something happens, why can't people just help? Why did, like, there were chickens on fire, right? And this bit like it was during the day, so it was people out walking.
Yeah.
Instead of taking your phone out to record, go and help. Go and like no one checked to see was the driver okay. No one went to like there was chickens running into like fucking there's chickens running in the gardens. There was chickens looking around there on fire. These chickens, right? Fucking horrendous. The noise that would have been insane, right? Nobody thought let's ring an ambulance. Nobody thought let's ring the fire engine. I don't know why you'd ring an ambulance for a fucking chicken, but you know what I mean? Nobody thought to ring the police, the fire brigade. No, let's get my phone out here.
Someone's probably sitting there as it went on fire, like, I better get a GoFundMe going here before someone else does. This is a great chance to rake in a few quid here. Like
somebody has went here. You know what? I need a few quid here. I'm going to take a picture of this chicken that I've took in. That I like. To be fair, it did get born badly. To be fair, like this is. It's like if I get that chicken in the restaurant, that's send it back. That chicken's it's too well done. You know what I mean? I asked for the fucking
hell.
But so that was the big thing, and that was the big local news in the Moy. Fucking
I thought you were going to say about the GoFundMe, and this is my gripe with GoFundMe sometimes, right? GoFundMe is a fantastic tool, right? It definitely is. But I think if used correctly, yeah. But I think sometimes like me and you, right? This is a prime example. Me and you don't live glamorous lives. No. We're not stuck or in desperate situations where we need money, we have jobs or blah, blah, blah. What we decided to do to maybe earn a bit more money and better our situation is provide a podcast and a Patreon. A bit of exchange. Do you know what I mean? We're not all take here. We're giving. Yes. We're giving to the people and there's an exchange. GoFundMe is just like, send me dough. Why? Just because like I'll tell you the one that got me, right? Because something very similar happened. There's a time where my MacBook, it's like £800 laptop, right? There's a time where it was fucking my missus sat and it cracked the screen. I had to get the whole thing replaced. It was like £600. Had no money in my bank account. Had to like take a mini loan to get it paid off. I could have went, I am a starving artist. GoFundMe me and send me money. Instead, I went, got a big boy job, more hours, and fucking paid for the thing. Which I'm very lucky that I can go do. But
yes,
oh fucking hell.
So here's really what I'm getting at. It's not really the chicken's fault, but it's the people who like do GoFundMe for stupid things. It's like, say somebody starts a GoFundMe. Oh, I'm doing a GoFundMe. It's for this charity. Blah blah blah. I'm gonna climb Mount Everest. It's gonna cost me $3,000 to do it.
Oh, don't
so
start.
My target is $3,000. Pay for it first, and then I'll sponsor you. Come to me when you've $3,000 raised, and then I'll give you money.
Yeah. It's the people that go, I'm doing a skydive out of a fucking helicopter or blah blah blah. It costs £500 to get up there. Sponsor me £500. Well, how much money went to the charity? 3p. Oh, class. Who got the £500? The boy that fucking owns a helicopter. Class.
I fucking.
I'm with you. Here, I tell you what, we will get dog abuse for this, but this is the hill I'm willing to die on. I'm willing to lose everything for this round this week. I've never been more passionate about anything.
But doing something for charity is doing it, and all the money goes to the charity. Like I done last year, 18 months ago, I done a 1 mile every hour for 24 hours.
Yeah.
It absolutely, I haven't mentally or physically recovered yet. But every penny that went to charity, we didn't go, oh, we're going to do this run. Buy me, oh, but I need to do this run in £400 per trainers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now, there was one guy who donated us a keg of beer, which is what a fucking legend.
Well, that's great. That is fantastic.
So we got the keg of beer in to the bar. So because we run out, this guy's dad has a like a bar at the back of his house, proper taps and stuff, like proper pull your own pints. And he donated the keg, and we done this then. Anybody who come in, because there's like food and all, you could come in and you could run a mile with us, or you just sit and chat shit. If you wanted a pint, you just donated like 20 quid and just drank as much as you wanted. It was great.
That's class. That is unbelievable.
So that's charity.
That is charity.
Not fucking. Oh, I want to track across fucking the Mourne Mountains.
Joe and Craig Rabbit, I've seen this recently as well as a trend. So like you've the boy that like do round the length of Africa and raise fucking X amount or whatever, and then you have boys that do like the shittest fucking challenge and end up raising more money. There's boys that be like, I'm going to play darts for 6 hours straight on like a Twitch stream and end up raising more money, and going, how does this make any sense?
Did you ever? I actually hope I think he's releasing a documentary. That guy,
the guy that ran the length of Africa.
Because like he got kidnapped and all the other people. Mad story. I actually can't wait to watch that. To be fair,
there's the whole thing. He's like streamed. He's like, it's a YouTube series. Have you not seen it now?
Oh, is it a YouTube series?
He was vlogging it as he went. It's a whole vlog. It's like whatever episodes or so. Yeah, but this is where people are better than me. I will say this much: to do charity work. See, when I see stuff like that, like boys that run the length of Africa and all, and it's meant to motivate you and inspire, I just look at that and go, nah, I will never do anything like that in my life.
It doesn't at all. See, it's like, I went to I may have talked this before, but I went to a CrossFit beginner camp one time, and I know the guys were trying to be, well, no, you can do it, Talal, you can lift that, you can. I'm going myself, no, I lift it if I want to lift it. Don't be encouraging me here. I don't get inspired by people shouting at me, or I also don't get inspired by people who try and use like reverse psychology in the gym. Like, you'll never lift that. Yeah, okay, I won't.
Yeah,
you're the expert.
Have you still been keeping up your gym? Because I've been going as well.
Yes, I have been actually. Yeah, still I didn't lose too much now. I think I've lost just 1 pound last weekend.
Hey, but it's about going and getting the exercise in, because
getting the exercise in. Yeah.
I went this week, and I'll tell you a guilty pleasure I have when I go to the gym. So I have like maybe 6 exercises to do, like same machines. I just want to stick to the same 6 for like 12 weeks and just see how I go, what differences it makes. But fucking nothing makes me happier when I have like 1 exercise left to do, and I see someone on the equipment I'm going to use next, and I just go, I'll just leave it then, not do it, and just walk out. Like, I'm almost praying someone will go onto the bit of equipment to be like, fuck, I can't use that right anyway on here. See you later. I told her, she was, would you not just wait or do something else? I was like, nah, that's got time to go. That's a sign from the big man.
Well, to be fair, like McCarty was improved a bit, because it used to be so like I used to like do like 1,000 meters in a row would have like potentially ended my life. Now I can do 1,000 meters on the rower, like, so it's good. Shout out Paul McDade, legend. We Fred, he sent me like he's a personal trainer, so he sent me like a wee training program to work with him. I should have been working with him closer, but just the way things are at the minute. So once my life settles in a bit more, I'm going to go back to him again, and we'll go at it again. So by the time I go international, Sean.
Yeah. What's that?
Say less, bro. You know. But yeah, that's my rants over. That's
rants over. We'll go into our global news, which I don't think we'll have any, but we'll play the segment anyway, shall we?
Did somebody try and assassinate Trump again? Did I
I've
hear?
seen that, yeah, that's someone trying to take him out again. I don't know. This is where, like, the first one, no debating. Someone tried to kill him. Like, definitely. This one, I'm not sure.
I just think it's somebody's mad looking attention. Somebody probably raised a GoFundMe, man. If he's give me $20,000, I will try and take out Donald Trump.
Yeah.
And some motherfucker went, yeah, there's 25. Knock yourself out.
Someone goes, he's in the back of this fucking chicken lorry in the Moy. It's like an episode of the Looney Tunes, just getting everything wrong. I did see that. I don't know. Like, it makes me think Americans have guns, and like, what I'm trying to say is I just can't see them fucking it up twice.
It's like the first time, like, yeah, second time is going right. You know what it is? It's very the conspiracy theorist in me, should I say.
Mm-hmm.
It's he was in a debate with Kamala Harris, so I think he didn't do too well in.
Yeah.
And he probably went, right, I need to win back some more fans here. Let's have a fake assassination attempt.
Yeah. Because his last big media coverage was you see that in the debate, they're like they're talking about immigration and stuff like that, and he's like, they're eating the dogs, they're coming over the border and they're eating our dogs, they're eating the cats. Like, do you think like I think of like this the operation that goes into these things. Like, I've worked in businesses where like the CEO gives a speech and there's like fucking like these are big enough businesses, but not the president of America. Like, and there's like 4 or 5 people helping the right speech. They're all watching, they're all chipping in, cheering him on. The team he must have around him, and for him to come out on TV and go, they're eating the cats, they're eating the dogs. They must just all go, oh, for fuck's sake! Why would you say that? And then they had like wee fact checkers there, and they're like, there's no evidence based to suggest or credible source suggests that happened. And he's like, I seen it on TV. It was on TV.
Yeah.
People were saying it was on TV. And like, well, if they're saying it, it's definitely happening then, mate.
He's probably watching like some fucking zombie movie.
Yeah.
Eating the dogs. But yeah, but I actually think the chicken lorry debacle in the Mai is more of a story than Donald Trump getting.
I think it is. I like, and this isn't me like shutting down our conversation here, but like I just find like politics so like boring these days. It's so mental, like it's so crazy. It's like boring. Do you know what I mean? It's kind of
it's the thing that you sort of people say, oh, I have no interest in politics, but you should have like you should understand what way the world's going. But it's like, and I would have kept up politics maybe this past month or so. I haven't. So when you dip back in it, you go, what has happened? What the fuck? What has happened? So like in the space of like 2 weeks, Trump's not about eating dogs. Somebody tried to kill him again. You're going, why is this not like streamed everywhere? Like, why is there not a 24/7 stream of Donald Trump and Kamala Harris so we know exactly what's going on when it's going on?
Yeah, I don't know. Joe, I keep getting filled with like them like fucking super sassy, like like controversial TikTokers that do politics. There's a guy called Charlie Kirk, and he's like unbelievable. But he's like he's just his content is just so triggering. It's unbelievable. Like, and whether or not you agree with what they're saying or not saying, it's just like the most fucking toxic conversations ever.
Right. I said I love him. I don't agree with him.
Right.
I didn't get that in. But as someone who like, and I do like to like wind people up and be controversial myself, I wish I had that level. It's like, remember your guy used to be on TalkSport, Adrian Durham?
Oh yes. Oh my god.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
He used to wind like I remember like listening to TalkSport, he would wind me up. I actually tried to ring through a couple of times. But that's what it's there for. That's what it's did you ever see there's a what's he called? He's a white Muslim guy. Ginger beard. You ever see him?
Yes, I can't think of his name though.
On TikTok, and there's nothing as like 2 middle-aged men in the middle of the street arguing about religion. You go, didn't give a fuck.
No one cares. The latest Charlie Kirk one was him versus like 20 liberal students. You see it, and they're all sitting in a big circle around him,
and they have to race for the chair.
Yeah.
he done that like they're gonna knock each other out. This is great.
Yeah. Fucking but
there's also
oh god.
There's also a black woman as well. What's she called? She's very like Charlie Kirk.
Oh yes, Oh, she was on the first time I was in a real spell of watching Joe Rogan during COVID, like watched every episode, and she was on, and her opening thing was, he's like, so what do you mean global warming's a myth? And she was like, I've never seen it. And you're just like, this is great. What a start. What a start.
Yeah. But she's very much like she's on about like people who try and identify as this gender, that gender, and she's just like, I'm not listening to
it. Yeah. I don't know why, but it's there. No matter what side of the fucking fence you sit on or whatever your political views are, they're the just most engaging, but like toxic. Like they're not good for anybody. They're just divisive for the sake of being divisive. But that boy Charlie Kirk, like he started out as like kind of like just like I will argue with anyone about anything, like during college campuses, and now he's turned into this like almost like Trump, like he's a Trump ambassador now, and like proper like he's political influence in America. You're going, the fuck did this happen?
But that's the power of social media. Like people are getting there's people. It's like McGregor going for the presidency. He should be allowed nowhere near. Like if someone like Conor McGregor should not be allowed to make a decision that impacts millions of people.
Yeah, no, there's no way. But this is where it's actually gone fucked. The people that are qualified to make the decisions for people are shit at the two. So we're almost kind of like, here, may as well give fucking your buddy from the UFC. We go on here. Like, he couldn't do worse. And that's literally what happened with Trump, I think. I think this man, he couldn't fuck it up more.
Yeah.
People just end up giving up hope. Everything's just turned into now. Just, are you a celebrity that we like in things? Yeah, right. Well, then go on ahead. Have you written any good songs? Go on ahead.
Yeah. Many Instagram followers they have. Go on ahead.
Yeah. Like, who's the one they keep trying to get in? The Rock? They keep trying to get The Rock to run for president. You're going, what's he going to do?
It's like the Terminator was made. He was the what was he, the mayor or the senator or whatever he was of California, wasn't he?
No, you're thinking of Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Who did I say?
I was talking about The Rock. It's not Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh yes, it was. Yes, Arnie. Yes, the Terminator.
Yeah. I was talking about The Rock, but yeah, sorry, Arnie. Yeah, I didn't hear you say Arnie. But but he was like he did turn into the governor. Yeah, he was like full on
governor. What the? How does this happen? Like Manny Pacquiao, he's the president or something of like something who's been punched in the head as many times as he.
I've been to the Philippines, and like Philippines is a very like religious country. And any like wee small house or business I've seen, there's a picture of like Jesus and then a picture of Manny Pacquiao. He's God there.
That's the level. Like that's the level I want to reach to. You know what I mean? Like imagine like everybody in Derry Trask picture of Jesus.
Yeah. That's it. You just give them back to the people.
Life made. That's it.
I think my problem was, I remember I was listening to Bert Kreischer talking about this one time. He was like, if he does good charity work, his problem is he wants the recognition for it. Like he can't be the silent donor. I would like be like, say, go back to Westbrook and build a school if I was ever a billionaire, and be like, this is the Sean Aleavey school of fucking whatever the fuck. And if there wasn't photos of me in every classroom and like they have like an annual dinner for me, I'd be like, give me the money back. No more dinner space. I would turn it. I'd be a bag dictator. Is what I'm saying. Very bad one.
Like I would have as much it cost me. This cost me 2.2 million.
It's like if you don't keep your grades up, I'm gonna make sure your whole family have to move out of here. You need to keep us up. Fuck, it would be hard to be a dictator, but fuck, I don't know.
Sean,
politics not their nightmare.
If there's one person made to be a dictator in this podcast, Sean.
No.
Do you
think I'd be a good dictator?
Oh, I.
Do you think I'd be like a fair dictator, or do you think I'd just be like a dictator?
You would be like you're very much you set your stall out early.
Yeah.
And that's it. Yeah. And nothing would ever change. Like, even if I can't, like, say I was like your advisor, you know, like Sean, you know, I really think you should allow running water for that wee village. No, that was the rules to start. They signed up for it. Not my problem.
I am the guy. I actually don't really like this in my general life, not really, but like I am the guy. It's like it's carved in stone, and we just can't change that. We just
exactly. Yeah, you'd be like. That's it. I think no better way to end the podcast. No. That's it.
The dictator.
He's had enough of me. That's it. Done.
Yeah. That's this week's. That's the title of this week's episode, The Dictator, and then we'll get two good thumbnails in. I'll get a big border going along Northern Ireland just to fucking build a big wall.
No doubt. I can't wait for everybody to make everything you've said about Catholics and Protestants. Can't wait.
Yeah, are we country? I'm gonna rebrand. Gonna just are we everything?
Are we dictator? There you are.
Yeah. Right, there's a good spot to end it, guys. Thanks very much for listening to this episode of the Tell You What podcast. If you're listening on Spotify, I tell you what, fucking good reviews on Spotify. Lots of 5 stars in there, and lots of people following as well. So thank you very much to all our Spotify listeners. Really appreciate you. YouTube listeners, pull your finger out, get liking. Get subscribing, get sharing. We do appreciate you ones that do listen, obviously. And then as well, we're on Patreon, Talal. Tell them about the Patreon.
Patreon, you get more content like this, but we also do fun things like super accumulators, different other wee things. You may get the odd surprise in there, here and there. It's only £1. It's £1. It's a mere £1. And there's people out there I know donated to that chicken, so
yeah.
I will buck for when I say I'll buck for £1. No, I won't. You know what I mean? I'll cluck like a chicken for £1. You know what I mean? Buck. Bad choice of words, but yes, get on the Patreon. It's a good time, and you also support the lads.
Exactly. Come see Talal's sexy webcam show for only £1. He'll do anything.
Yeah.
There's something else that's going to plug in the Patreon there as well. Oh yeah, anyone that submits questions that listens to this and they go, someone said you don't answer our questions, they're answered on the Patreon.
Yep.
So we don't charge you to ask questions, but we charge you to hear the answers. So
correct.
Go
and for every Patreon sign up, one of my hairs grew back. So
yeah. I did the math, right? It works out at we do one episode a week over 25p an episode. Sure, fuck me.
Where'd you get it? You can't even buy a plastic bag for 25p anymore.
Exactly. So get on the Patreon. We should really plug this at the start of the episodes. But anyway,
we should record someone. We were talking about at the start of the podcast, sell our Patreon.
Oh yeah.
Some OnlyFans model. So any OnlyFans model out there wants to promote what to do. They want to make a collab, no problem. See us all later.
Good luck.
Oh, just let me that clock keeps ticking like a metro.